Alright, good day, ladies, and what? Are we not recording?
Let me just swallow.
Oh, well, fuck, it's okay. I'll intro us in for a second. Jeez, that's messing. Sorry for the delay in the recording.
Let's go.
Alright, good day, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to bring you guys a very important update on Cardano. Sorry for the later upload than usual. We were doing some business things, and we were quite busy. We have Mess in here with us. What is up, man?
Hello, people.
Yeah, been a while since we've done a episode together, but this is a good one because we're here to talk about Cardano. There's a few very interesting things. We're in a wedge, new breakout. Let's discuss what's important here. So, we're in this wedge here, and we're constantly testing this key range of, I believe, $1.22 to about $1.23.
Definitely.
I think if and when Cardano could flip this from support, from resistance into support and hold it as support, I think we could see bullish continuation and possibly break out here. We're seeing some interesting things on our indicators too.
Definitely. I think the biggest thing right now, Cardano is basically just teasing everybody, to be honest. We've been on this, we've been stuck in this range for the past week to 2 weeks, every day trying to pass through it. And sometimes we pass through it, then right away you'll see how the sellers actually sell it off, bring the price back down. Yesterday we actually broke above it. We saw a lot of buyers jump in, went all the way up, met that resistance again at the top of that wedge, and then right away went back all the way down. So now the fact that we actually broke that yesterday, I think is actually showing us that this zone is now kind of, you know, we tested it a lot, we jabbed through it a lot, and buyers are in the market. Right now we look like we're at it exactly, and yeah, looks like Cardano is just pushing for now. We're in the middle between the resistance and the support, so anything can still happen, but I think the buyers are in the market.
Yeah, we made a higher high and maintained the lows. So we're not breaking below this key level of $1.15. If we start to make a new lower low, and start to break below $1.15, very bad news bears, very no bueno. I think we could break down even further here. So we're seeing a bullish crossover in the 4-hour MACD. Hopefully we can see bullish continuation on that. If we do, I think that could be a factor to lead us flipping this area from resistance into support. Let's take a look here at the Cardano Bitcoin pairing, because I think there's something very interesting going on. We're in a wedge, but I think we're much closer to a breakout than we are with the US dollar value of Cardano. And I find that sometimes the Bitcoin pairing can act as a leading indicator on the US dollar value of Cardano. So let's say we start to impulse up here and then get above kind of this cluster of resistance here, this volume at the 2152, break above this, that could be, well, is very likely to be a factor that helps Cardano break out bullishly.
Definitely. Yeah, and this, you can see here on the VPVR showing you the trading volume or the trading activity based on those different price levels, just to give you a bit of visibility where to check whether there's some sort of resistance or support right below us, because it's indicating the fact that, hey, there was a lot of trading activity at this peak over here, for example. Now you know that there's more interest in either buying or selling this price level. So we're seeing that even with the Cardano Bitcoin pair, and we're above this major area or this major price level at the 2049. So we're above that, so there's that cushion above, right below us. We're at a zone where we see typically buyers jump in, and right now if we go back to the same thing with ADA USDT, you're gonna see the same thing exactly. We got a bunch of peaks, we got a bunch of trading activity above us and below us, but we're at such a critical zone where anything can happen. The chart itself, man, is so choppy, and basically you can tell by the chart itself that there's a lot of traders, because every time we break above this zone, we go all the way up, but the problem is we don't maintain that higher level, and we right away just jump right back down. We're seeing those massive candles with the close and the long, and the close and the opening of the candles very far from each other, so it's pretty scary.
That's true, but I think I maintain a long-term bullish bias, especially with recently Bitcoin dominance having fallen below 60%. That's actually a very, very big deal. I think it fell below like 55 or something. Yeah. Anyway, it's below the levels from back in July, August, which was the previous alt season. So I think it's just a matter of time before we see that reflected in a lot of these, alts. And Cardano's a higher cap once. It's going to take a while and a lot of money for it to move. But with that bullish catalyst that hasn't happened in quite a while,
right?
I'm biased towards, over the long term, Cardano being likely than not to break out bullishly.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I think that's overall on a very macro scale, we're still, I guess, bullish on Cardano. I know that's gonna piss off all the Ethereum fanboys and all that, but just need to cater to everybody, I guess. But for now, a lot of optimistic things coming for Cardano, I would say, and the price action is still looking bullish. It's a wedge, and we actually uptrended into that wedge. If we actually zoom out, you'll see. If you want to, from a technical standpoint, you know, if we're looking just straight up, just technical analysis and patterns, if we're uptrending into this wedge, when we break out of it at the apex over here, we're expected to actually continue above. And if we downtrended into this wedge over here, then we are actually expected to downtrend out of it. So right now, from a technical standpoint, if we're just looking at trading this coin, it is bullish. But overall, we also, as a project, we can tell Cardano has a lot of things coming up. So
Goguen in August is when it's rumored. I mean, they keep pushing back the date, but you know, Goguen in August, which for those who don't know, is supposed to bring smart contracts and lots of upgrades to Cardano. Now, I kind of wanted to shill, if it's okay with you, LINA Linear, which is a competitor to Synthetics project I'm very bullish on. I like this thing a lot because it's had a massive correction. So if you've been looking to accumulate, maybe diversify into DeFi, diversify into derivatives, I think LINA is definitely worth at least your attention. And so we had this massive pump due to
this is very interesting.
Yeah, and we're forming this descending triangle right now near the apex, likely to see a breakout within the week, you know, near future here. And so I think personally the key resistance level that we need to get above of to see bullish continuation is kind of this peak over here and the 618 Fibonacci retracement level at kind of $12.7, 12.8 around that region here.
Honestly, I'm not that familiar with the chart, but just right off the bat, I can tell right away that we're at that zone there from that previous peak where, so you can tell over here where we had that peak at the 11 cents, right? We went back down, touched it again, retraced, touched it again, retraced, and we've been below it since basically the mid-February. And then we got all the way here, jabbed across it multiple times, and by that time we all know, you know, the more we hit a resistance or a support line, the more we're likely to actually break above it or below it. And as soon as we broke above it, boom, it flew. Right. So it's showing you how significant this zone is. So I think, man, more than likely, we're gonna have a lot of buyers actually jump in to maintain this price action. Man,
because you're so right about that resistance level. Everywhere you look, you could see that this zone was constantly acting as resistance over and over again, and we have now flipped it from resistance into support. We can see here, based off all these wicks, it is acting as support now. So the fact that we flipped a major resistance level from resistance into support, and we're now retesting it and currently holding it, very potentially bullish. Now, if we start to get candles close below these levels here, these wicks, that's obviously very bad. We can see bearish continuation. Right. But as long as we continue to hold this, and if we can flip that major resistance level and retest it and solidify it as support, very bullish. I'm very bullish on DeFi and derivatives long term, and I'm very particularly bullish on this project, LINA. And so given that, and the chart looking very interesting, this is 100% I think should be on you guys' watch list.
Definitely. I think something you got to keep on your radar. You know, I don't think anything's going to happen here until within the next, I would say, week or two. If we go to the daily candle here, just to give a bit of time frame where we think things could get interesting. But overall here, if we're just measuring this is today, and then we're going all the way to the side here. So it looks like, yeah, so the next 8 to 10 days maybe is where we can see something. So right now you're gonna see sellers continue to drive the price down. We're seeing a lot of wicks to the upside here, indicating that, you know, buyers are pushing the price up, but sellers are right away rejecting it. So there's a lot of resistance going all the way up top here. But then again, we know we're at a very good support. We know that buyers will come in at this point. So we're just squeezing some time here where the sellers and the buyers are gonna have to meet, and someone's gonna have to make a move. So it's not guaranteed that's going to be to the upside. It's still in a descending triangle, but we just know that buyers are in the market over here. So definitely something just to keep in mind.
100% buyers are absolutely coming in. And look, if you wanted to play this more conservatively and be more sure, you can just wait on the sidelines to see what way this breaks out and if we can flip these major resistance levels into support. So if LINA can get above and start to hold 12, 13 cents, that would be a bullish breakout, and we would be flipping major resistance into support. So that's the approach I would take personally if I want to be a bit more conservative.
So this is financial advice you're saying?
Definitely not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But that's what I would do. If I wanted to play it safer, I would wait for the breakout, wait to see if we can retest this region and solidify 12, 13 as support. If we can, I think LINA could 100% see more bullish continuation.
Definitely. No,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, so those are my thoughts, folks. If anything interesting happens, if it breaks out, we're probably gonna be talking about it on our Discord groups. So make sure you join our Discord. Link for that down in the description below. If you want to support us like what we do, join our Patreon. Link for everything is down in the description below. That's it for me. Any final words?
Thank you for watching.
Take care, folks.